Tonight, we close out our 2-week in-depth series surrounding the housing crisis in South Florida, how you, our viewers, our neighbors, have been simply priced out of paradise. Take, for instance, where I'm standing right here in Palm Beach Gardens. Rent prices here alone in this city have gone up 52% over the last year. That's the highest in Palm Beach County and, quite frankly, the highest in the state. That's created an emotional and a physical toll, not just here, but all across the area, trying to live here in South Florida, trying to live in paradise here. We have heard your emotional toll. We have heard your stories, and we are committed to getting you answers. Those stories of unaffordable rents, the shattered dreams of trying to buy a home, and quite frankly, the reality that that roof over your head may be lost in the coming days or months. Tonight, Contact 5 investigator Dave Bowman takes an in-depth look at the proposed solutions. But one thing we know for sure, there's no quick fix.
This is only a year old.
Dawn Elder moved into her 3-bedroom apartment in Boynton Beach last March.
I love this place. I mean, I wish, that it wasn't going up so much.
The single mother of 2 planned to renew her lease until she opened a letter from her landlord.
You may sign a 12-month lease renewal at a rate of $3,900.
And what do you pay now?
I pay $27.90.
So when you saw this,
I was flabbergasted. I was like, wait, that's $1,100 increase.
Dawn makes a good living as a massage therapist. She never thought so much of her income might have to go towards rent.
And it's really not affordable for the middle class anymore.
I don't see it stopping because of those who are coming. We're the Wall Street of the South.
Mike Pappas has sold real estate in South Florida for a half-century. And he says several factors are causing housing prices to soar. Among them, financial service firms relocating workers from the Northeast who are able to buy more expensive homes, a glut of wealthy baby boomers retiring here, and a lack of land to develop in South Florida.
There's Everglades on one side and the ocean on the other side, and there's 6.5 million people that live here today. So the question I would ask everybody, are people still coming? And if they're going to still come, then we're probably going to have a problem.
How is government allowing this to happen?
State Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith says Governor Ron DeSantis can act to help renters avoid the spikes in rent.
He would be able to, once he declares a state of emergency, enact statutory consumer protections against price gouging.
But the Attorney General's office says the current spikes in real estate and rent do not constitute price gouging. And bills in the state capitol designed to cap rental price increases are unlikely to pass. Instead, state lawmakers are considering measures to offer tax breaks for developers who build affordable homes and to the banks that finance this activity. Some want the Sadowski Act of 1992 to be a stronger hedge against rising real estate costs. Under that act, a small amount of money from every home sale in Florida went to an affordable housing fund. And over the past 3 decades, that raised more than $4 billion. That money was supposed to land in local communities for affordable housing. But critics say state lawmakers began sweeping that money towards other items in the state budget.
We can't look to Tallahassee for a solution.
Jack Weir chairs the Housing Leadership Council of Palm Beach County. Next month, that group plans to introduce its $200 million bond proposal to county commissioners. Contact 5 has obtained a copy. The plan hopes to create 20,000 affordable homes over the next 10 years.
That will make a major dent in this problem.
The bond money would pay for a fraction of the monthly mortgage or rent for families making between $50,000 and $100,000 a year. That could be enough to help some with the down payments or mortgages on a home, or keep other families in their existing apartments despite rising rents.
You don't ever fully solve the issue, but what you try and do is mitigate its impacts and move it from a crisis mode to more of a perennial problem.
It's now a problem for Dawn Elder, who's now looking for a new place to live.
So I left Boca Raton initially to move to Boynton because it was more affordable to me. Now, it's not affordable.
And she wonders if any solutions can arrive before thousands more are priced out. In Boynton Beach, Dave Bowman, WPTV News Channel 5.
As we conclude our Price Out of Paradise series, let's take a look at what we found over the last 2 weeks. One, cash offers are simply squeezing people out of the market. Also, rising rents like those here in Palm Beach Gardens, where I mentioned 52% increase over the last year. That's forced many people to live in their cars, a hard reality. Also, there's a big concern tonight in South Florida. Essential workers like teachers can't afford to live here anymore. And finally, home insurance rates are expected to continue to rise, thus affecting hundreds of thousands of people, all of which adding to the housing crisis here in South Florida.